on the rollout. McBride with just 5 points. Taps her hands and reaches in with the... Oh, she just got teed up.
So I don't mention to Tiffany Hayes that she's...
I think Reese thought it was too...
No, yeah. I think... Angel Reese was just tough.
Ejection.
The basketball world is in chaos. Angel Reese, the fearless and unapologetic star, has once again found herself at the center of a firestorm. What started as an intense showdown in the unrivaled league spiraled into an ejection, a social media frenzy, and a wave of accusations shaking the entire basketball community.
Put 5 minutes on, Brittany. Put 5 minutes on. But the people that was on the court,
Reese lasted just 7 minutes on the court before being ejected, but she didn't leave her frustration in the locker room. She took it straight to Twitter. That's when the real firestorm began. She didn't just call out the referee. She took aim at the entire system, alleging that racial bias played a role in her ejection. But is Reese truly a victim, or is she shaping the narrative to her advantage? Let's break it all down. Before we dive in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on the biggest sports controversies. Now, let's get into it. Was the ejection justified? The moment Angel Reese hit the floor, the energy in the arena shifted. Fired up and unapologetic, she made her presence known, arguing with refs, celebrating big plays, and feeding off the crowd. But things took a sharp turn. A technical for over-celebrating, another for arguing, and just like that, she was ejected. Was it too harsh? Some say the officials targeted her personality rather than any real infractions. Others argue she crossed the line, and in a league pushing for professionalism, the refs had no choice. Love her or hate her, one thing is undeniable. Angel Reese is a star who demands attention. And this controversy? It only fuels her growing legend. If you thought the drama stayed on the court, think again. The moment Angel Reese walked off, she took to social media with a simple but powerful tweet. "Free me." The message was short, but the impact was massive. Was she calling out the league, the referees, or something even bigger? One thing was clear, she felt wronged, and the internet wasted no time dissecting every possible meaning behind her words. The moment Angel Reese left the court, the drama was far from over. She took to social media with just 2 words: "Free me." The tweet was short, but its impact was massive, setting the internet on fire. Fans and critics immediately jumped into the debate. Some backed her claims of unfair treatment, while others accused her of playing the victim. The phrase quickly turned into a meme, fueling discussions about her mindset and emotional response. But then came the real bombshell. While Reese never outright stated that her ejection was racially motivated, her tweet referencing Black History Month sent shockwaves through social media. The conversation quickly escalated. Was this a legitimate case of racial bias, or was she using it as a shield against criticism? On one side, many pointed out that Black athletes, especially those who speak their minds, often face different standards of scrutiny. On the other, critics argued that this was simply a case of an official enforcing the rules and that Reese was shifting the blame. The debate turned into an all-out war, with no clear resolution in sight. What made things even more ironic was Reese's sudden criticism of the unrivaled league, a league she helped build and promote as a haven for players seeking control over their careers. Now, she was seemingly turning against it. If the very athletes who were supposed to be its biggest advocates were already showing signs of dissatisfaction, what did that say about the league's future? This wasn't just about Reese anymore. It was a credibility test for the entire organization. But the controversy didn't stop there. When Sports Illustrated published a headline stating, "Angel Reese becomes first player ejected from an unrivaled game," Reese lashed out, accusing them of using clickbait. But was the headline really misleading? It was a simple fact. She was the first player to be ejected. The question was whether the issue was with the media's wording or with the reality of the situation itself. The incident further fueled the ongoing debate. Does Reese truly embrace the spotlight, or is she beginning to feel its weight? The bigger issue at play, however, is the contradiction in Reese's public image. Last year, she proudly embraced the villain role, stating she was fine being the bad guy. But as the backlash intensifies, it appears she may be struggling with the consequences of that label. Can someone claim the villain title while also portraying themselves as a victim? Some believe she wants it both ways, feeding off the attention when it benefits her, but pushing back when it doesn't. Others argue that the criticism she faces goes beyond basketball and highlights a deeper issue of how outspoken Black female athletes are treated. Regardless of perspective, one thing is clear. This controversy has exposed a major identity struggle in how Reese wants to be perceived. It has also reignited discussions about the double standard in women's basketball. When male athletes show emotion, they are praised for their passion. When female athletes do the same, especially Black women, they are often labeled as disrespectful or problematic. Reese's ejection has forced this issue back into the spotlight. Is she being unfairly targeted, or is she simply dealing with the natural consequences of the image she has created? The answer depends on who you ask. Now, the biggest question remains: what happens next? Will Reese stand her ground and push back even harder, or will she attempt to mend relationships and smooth things over? How she handles this moment could define the next phase of her career. If she comes across as too defensive, she risks losing some of her supporters. But if she turns this controversy into fuel for her game, it could be the very thing that propels her to new heights. One thing is certain: Angel Reese is not going to fade away quietly. Love her or hate her, she's one of the most talked about names in basketball today, and whatever happens next, the world will be watching.